talk slow here. Fate and destiny, Yana. That's what I believe in. All of us were born with a purpose. We all here for a reason. Fate and destiny. October 3rd, 2018, I was an investigator with the Sheriff's Office. I heard Farrah tell her stories about this house, Fred Hopkins, and how she was gonna save these kids. She would talk about it at workout. Sarah would be at workout, sweet Sarah. Ben would come to workout. Ari was bright, young, she wanted to conquer the world. I'm gonna be the sheriff one day. I'm gonna run this county. I remember that, all them talking. Farrah, ambitious, she wanted to learn everything. I worked homicide, so she wanted to learn homicide. She wanted to do everything, but she was great at what she did. And I remember that day, Thursday, we switched days. So I told people we had to stop saying what if, or we could change this day. This day was gonna happen, y'all, regardless. When that sperm hit that egg, when Farrah was born, this was gonna happen. When that sperm hit the egg when Hopkins was born, this day was gonna happen, regardless. Everybody that was there was supposed to be there. Ben say he's not a hero. Ben is a hero. Everybody was heading to that fatal funnel, and he was yelling, "Stop coming in." If my whole entire career, and we could get these last calls, the final call, and I promise you, if I hear another, I don't want to hear one ever in my life. But we get these final calls, these last calls for the officer, knowing they're not going to answer this radio. That's a horrible thing. But when I'm going to fate and destiny, and Farrah was at the school that morning, and she was still talking about that search warrant. She was going to do it that Wednesday, but I needed her to change days with me so I can coach my football game. But she was saying who she was going to have there, and when that radio went off, I got a call from one of the other investigators. Farrah going to the search warrant. I said, yes, she told me this morning. They're going to the search warrant. So the radio goes up. He was like, well, she got enough people. She got 5. I said, yeah, that's more than enough. They're good. But see, since 2004, I knew people was going to the Hopkins house. There were several investigators that would go to the Hopkins house. And always thinking, oh, something off, a little bit off. The kids kind of crazy. No, the kids weren't crazy. The kids were acting up. They were acting out. They were suffering. They were taken from broken home, put into another broken environment, being taken advantage of. So when he says that, 5 minutes later, the radio goes off. And I know the city said pinged out, but it been yelling on the radio. Officer down. Officer Farrah Turner is down. And it echoed. And I got a call. Did you just hear Ben on the radio? Yes. We all is on the way. Then everybody going, then you flying to get there, running through traffic. God know what to get there. Then all of a sudden you get to the scene and Ben say, stop coming in. Stop coming in here. They are picking us off. And then you hear the city going, I think Terry's down. That ain't good. No, Scott hit, now somebody ran through a house. No, they hit somebody else in the hand. And you can hear the sound. And then they get into, they call Farrah family before this get out. So Farrah had already sold her house and moved home. So I got to call Granny phone. Now I work homicide, so I have to tell a lie because I could hear the sound on his radio. I know what he's shooting, and it's high power, and I'm thinking, she can't be here. And I wasn't gonna call her phone because I don't want her moving again to get another shot. I was just said, pretend like you did. Take the one shot and just lay there. Not knowing finally later that he shot again to assassinate her. And so I'm calling Katie's phone. She got a conference, and I'm calling Granny's house. I'm calling one of the cousins was finally got to the house, but I know April gonna be on Facebook. I know she's gonna be on Facebook. But April calls her sister. She makes a call, and she say, call my mama. That's what she said. I've been shot. Call my mama. But see, doing these workouts, when I say fate and destiny, see, Farrah, when we made an oath, y'all, I promise you we made an oath, and we would take y'all no matter what, not one step backwards. And she said it. She was getting out the truck, doing all this time. And they were worried. Something had to be going on because she got out the truck and she said, come on, let's work out. I said, come on, all right, we can work out. He said, I have my family fussing. They talking about be careful. They don't want me in law enforcement. They worry about me, something happening to me dying or something happened to me. I don't care. I told them I got a job to do and I'm going to do my job. That's why I told them on October 3rd she was going to do her job, not one step back. Nothing will change that day. Yo, all of y'all heroes. Everyone, the dispatchers had to hear us. We family. You got to think about the dispatchers hearing us calling the names that they know and speak to every day. The other first responders, they come to get us off the ground. We couldn't get on the ground. Hollis standing at the wall. They telling us to stop. Y'all get down. Ben said this man is picking us off. And it wasn't even close. It 300, 400 yards. It's picking us off with nothing. I'm running to the trunk trying to find my rifle. It ain't in the car. So it was chaotic that day. A chaotic day. Then you talking about visiting everybody at the hospital. You're going to see Sarah, going to check on Farrah, going to see Rhea. Rhea had to be on some good medicine too because she wanted me to see her leg. Want me to look at this injury. Have you seen my pictures of my leg? And thank God she even survived that, young. They say she wouldn't even have a leg. Sarah wasn't going to make it. Farrah probably wasn't going to make it. Terrence was already gone. I couldn't even get over the part that Terrence was gone. Terrence was an investigator, so I used Terrence when I was in the city. He was my connection in the city. I say I'm the greatest investigator in the world because I had other people helping me. But Terrence would give me all my information from the city. So I would always get him. We ride. He was my connect guy. He played football for the Golden Bear. He was a bad tight end too. He was a good athlete. Yeah. So Terrence. So this day was gonna happen from day one. Even from every last. God knew y'all was gonna be there. I told Farrah I was gonna be there, but I knew I wasn't gonna be there because Farrah did the search wasn't too late. I want to do mine early in the morning. I was not gonna be there. Everybody that was there for a reason. That's why I don't hold my head down. He made all of them martyrs. I was Farrah escort officer, and I promise you, when we got in the room and we had to get a debrief, and thank God for the debriefs we had here, they said, me and the captain said, Florence County, and they said, y'all don't have to tell y'all story. The whole world know y'all. The whole entire world knew Florence because of that incident. He knew y'all was heroes. They looked up to us. The stuff that happened, I was told Farrah, Katie, you gonna see all the great things they did. Stuff Terrence did. He coached kids. The great stuff, people will always remember. Long after we are dust, they remember them. I told legacy. So when that sperm hit the egg, when she was born, she was already on the clock. When Fred hit Fred, he was already on the clock. Fred started off good. I always tell people that not how you start in life, how you finish. At the end of the day, what you want your legacy to be when you lay down. Do you want people to lie over you, have to make up stories? I tell how great you were. It's not how you start, how you finish. But Farrah was born, I promise you, everything she did led up to that day. Protecting kids. She had love, she cherished kids. Fred lust over kids. There was a difference. Some way he went wrong. He served this great country, but some way he went wrong. He destroyed his legacy, but he created great legacy with all y'all. Yana, no matter what the sentence you give him, he won't be able to do it. And we know that because of his age. But I ask he do the best he can, and I pray he live forever.